Lots of focus right now down south in the islands and Florida as all eyes are on Hurricane Irma as it makes its way up to the Atlantic. We have a local connection down there in Miami. Just the other week we had Steve Rosa with Adventures here talking about the importance of the Miami office to the company, expanding into Latin America, and right this afternoon we do have a staffer down in Miami. Michelle Spriegel works on social media and PR for Adventures. Lived in Miami for 17 years, worked at Adventures for 2, getting ready for this hurricane. Michelle, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Kate.
So you're literally packing up the office and getting ready, battening down the hatches. Talk with us about how the last couple of days have been in preparations for the storm.
So the last couple of days have been a little crazy, as you can imagine, just to prep ourselves, the office, the whole team, our families personally as well, as well as, keeping our clients informed. We have a lot of clients abroad, so they continue on and, we're just reassuring everything is running smoothly and making sure that our glass-filled office is safe and, that everything is just put away.
Now, you're in Coconut Grove, yes?
Yes.
So what are the other businesses doing down there? Do you see a lot of them closing up shop? Kind of what's the talk on the street?
So a lot of places are closing up shop. A lot of them are remaining open for the last few items that they have, such as grocery stores, different convenience stores. Even some restaurants actually are staying open until tomorrow to have a place where people can go. If they still haven't found food, to take some with them and just to kind of get their mind off of this until it really, really hits. But on the street, it's very crazy. The gas is hard to come by. The gas stations are filled with lines of cars. Propane tanks for hot plates and burners and things that we can have inside. Very hard to come by. They're available in different counties. But again, since gas is a little scarce, we don't want to risk driving everywhere. So we're just trying to, hunker down and find what's available to us.
Now, how many folks are at the Adventures office down there in Miami, Michelle?
So including our partner group, Prism Group, we are a total of 8 in this office.
Now, is this when you sort of enact the emergency contingency plan? Most companies do have them. So are you just going to take business and try to conduct business still elsewhere? Do you think that's going to be possible?
Well, we hope so, but it's looking like maybe Friday might be, a turbulent day for us. So tomorrow we're continuing with as much as we can, remotely, but we will still be connected. So we're just playing it by ear to see how the weekend flows. And
are you literally the last one in the office right now as I'm looking behind you with all are you the last person standing there?
No, we actually have a few of our team members that we're all kind of, finishing our daily tasks and organizing everything and following our emergency protocol and all of that. But, we have a few teammates here.
So what, you're taping up the windows, getting stuff basically kind of packed up to ready to move on. Talk with us a little bit about, as we mentioned, folks getting ready for this hurricane. Is it sort of a double whammy, obviously having seen what happened in Texas and knowing of devastation there, but just learning of the size and scope of this storm? You've been in Miami for 17 years. Can you recall something of this magnitude?
So I've been here through several hurricanes. One of the worst ones that we experienced was actually Wilma. I lived in a building of 8 stories and everything was destroyed, including the actual shutters. So I think definitely with, Harvey hitting Texas and Floridians' experience back in '92, if I'm not mistaken, with Andrew, Matthew, which was supposed to hit us last year, I think also gave people, it's kind of a 50-50 thing. We don't know if it's going to hit, how strong it's going to be. However, the people that lived through Andrew know how bad it can get. So we're preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best, definitely.
So what's your plan, after you get out of the office today? Where are you going to be in the next few days?
I'm hoping that I don't have to hide in my closet, which is in the middle of my apartment, but just going down home and boarding up all of our windows, making sure we have, nothing that can fly around if a window does break. If the wind carries anything and it can be very, very dangerous. And just making sure that we have, enough food and water and candles and batteries and those things.
Just getting ready. We've seen the reports of people trying to leave Florida right now, north of Miami, gridlock on the highways. Again, is this just a function of the size and scope of the storm? Was there any way that Florida could be so prepared for a storm of this magnitude? We hear and you talk about the gas shortages, some of the water shortages. Is this just a reflection of the enormity of the storm?
I think it is. And like I mentioned, people that have been here for a while too, they know how bad a hurricane can get. Right now, it's a beautiful day down here, which is the calm before the storm. So I think mixed feelings, but I think it can go either way. So those who know, and those who, I guess this is their first, or even people that are on vacation down here too, everyone is trying to take a different protocol to try to help. Some hotels are even opening up as well. So there's different options, but yeah.
So you are expecting a number of folks to stick around. We see all the reports of people trying to get out, but there's still going to be a number of folks just by lieu of circumstances that are just, as you mentioned, going to batten down the hatches and try to ride out the storm.
Yes, definitely. I think the tolls in Florida also opened up, so there's nobody's charging tolls. But as you can imagine, the highways going north, going west, just getting away from the bottom peninsula of Florida they're jam packed and it's bumper to bumper. We've seen many, many car accidents too, so people are kind of looking for anywhere to go and any way to find, supplies and things.
Now, talk about where the storm is already going through. I think we saw St. Martin today. I think all eyes are on Puerto Rico. There must be a number of folks with family and friends in the islands concerned about them as well.
Yes, we actually have a couple of our team members. They have family in Puerto Rico, so they've been keeping a close eye on them today and trying to maintain contact for as long as Wi-Fi and connectivity is available through the different apps and the different chats and the means that we do have.
Now, have you had the opportunity to come up to Providence working at Adventures?
I have, yes.
What would you give to folks up here? We've had our share of hurricanes throughout the years up here as well. Is it just being prepared early?
I think it's being prepared early and not just with supplies. I think a lot of it is mental as well. When you become anxious and when you start scrounging for things, you kind of lose track and focus of other things, that could be more important. Not, everything right now is important, but I think it's definitely that balance. Again, preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best with supplies and keeping your family and, your pets and your friends in contact. And social media nowadays is an amazing tool, which has allowed us to maintain contact and to continue that. So that's the best we can do, I think, for now is, keep posting and updating and good thoughts.
Well, I appreciate your taking the time. As we heard from your counterparts up here in the Providence office, literally packing up the Miami office, looking to get out there down in Coconut Grove. So we do wish you well. We're going to continue to keep in touch, get reports, when this does hit landfall this weekend. But we wish you, again, to stay safe and all the best in the meantime. And I'll let you go to get back to the task at hand there. So I appreciate it, Michelle. Hopefully we will talk soon.
Thank you very much, Kate.
Okay.
Hope we do.
Thanks.